Benedict Richard O'Gorman Anderson imagined communities. Benedict Richard O'Gorman Anderson was an outstanding American political scientist and historian who was born on August 26, 1936 and passed away on December 13, 2015. He is considered one of the most influential scholars in the field of political science and sociology, specializing in the study of nations, nationalism, and political theory. Benedict Anderson was a respected scholar, and his work had a huge impact on the field of political science, sociology, and the study of nationalism. His contributions to understanding the formation of national identities and the process of nationalism remains significant at the present time. Furthermore, I will talk about the second chapter that named Cultural Roots. According to Anderson, analyzing the cultural systems of the religious community and the dynastic state in the context of their influence on the formation of social structures, it is clear that they played a key role similar to the significance of modern nationality. Religious communities such as the Islamic, the Christian world, and the Buddhist communities spread over vast territories and were based on separate texts and languages, creating a community through symbols and signs separated from oral speech. These cultures had confidence in the uniqueness of their languages and were open to accepting new members, which was expressed in teaching their own writing. However, an important difference between ancient societies was the attitude towards assimilation of new members and confidence in the sacredness of their languages, which was significantly different from the approach of modern nations. Ancient cultures favorably treated students of their scripts and languages, while modern nations often adopt a more conservative stance towards new members and languages. This analysis highlights that although religious and dynastic systems played an important role in shaping social structures, they differ from modern nations in their approach to language, symbols, and the inclusion of new members in society. This allows us to better understand the changing values and attitudes in social systems over time. Over time, the perception of nationalism and the formation of idea of a nation have undergone an evolution associated with a change in cultural attitudes. Historically, nationalism arose where the axiomatic power of three key cultures belief was lost. The first conviction concerned the special role of written language, which provides privileged access to ontological trust. This understanding gave rise to great transcontinental brotherhoods such as the Christian Brotherhood or the Islamic Ummah. The second belief concerned the belief that society was naturally organized around higher centers of power, such as monarchs who ruled through cosmological divine arbitrariness. People's loyalty was hierarchical and centripetal in nature. The third belief was associated with the idea of temporality, where cosmology and history are indistinguishable, and the origins of the world and people are identical. This belief rooted human life in the very nature of things, giving a certain meaning to the everyday fatalities of existence. However, the gradual decline of these beliefs caused by economic changes, scientific discoveries, and the development of communications has led to a break in the connection between cosmology and history. This contributed to the search for a new way to unite brotherhood, power, and time. The evolution of cultural attitudes and understanding of time provoked the emergence of new forms of imagined communities. In particular, the idea of a nation, which is the result of a new perception of the connection between the past, present, and future in changing world. Historical changes in cultural beliefs have led to a weakening of ancient beliefs that served as the basis of imagined communities, including the notion of privileged access to trust through written language faced in the highest centers of society and the natural organization of power, as well as the perception of time as a cosmological integrity. It was a time when these beliefs were losing their absoluteness under the influence of economic, scientific, and communication changes that the need arose for a new way of understanding and connecting imaginary communities. Print capitalism, which has provided people with new opportunities for self-awareness and information exchange, has played a significant role in this process. These changes in perception, understanding of time and space form a new context for the emergence and formation of nationalism. The development of new ways of communication and imagination expressed through the novel and the newspaper created the basis for the idea of the nation as an imaginary community, which was the result of these changes and a new perception of human society. It is important to note that the evolution of cultural beliefs based on new ideas about time, power, and society has generated not only technical, but also conceptual foundations for understanding and creating nationalist ideas. They have become firmly embedded in the structure of society, representing the foundation for the formation of national identity and the creation of a new way of perceiving and organizing the community.